Hello, I didn't know, I didn't even push go live yet. I'll be right there. I didn't go live yet. I didn't know if I could get inside there. I didn't go live yet. That's weird. Kind of mic on. But it's a nice day. I mean, at least. I don't really ever miss the weather. Oh, man. See out there. Oh, what's up, Rowan? Jay? Okay, I can do that. I know. I like it much better that way. Well, the bird's having a good day. Ooh. Boom, go. Boom, there you go. We've had so much rain. The sun out. It's going like crazy. Yeah, it's hard to see out here. It's done right. Gotta go over to Cowboy Conscious. Good video today. Look at that. Whoa. That's going poofy something. Looks like a face right there. One thing I like about StreamYard, you can't zoom in. Man, it is really toasty. Loving it. Give it a shade here. Oak trees. Listen to the birds. Hey, Beely. Rolling Beely. Doo-dah, doo-dah. I don't know if that's showing up, folks. Pretty day, man. Here's peacocks already. Actually brought a selfie stick. I don't like carrying them. Still steadier, I think. Lots of rain. That flower, I can't remember the name of that one, believe it or not. It smells like popcorn. But it's blooming. A bit more of a peacock. Let's go up to here. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of mushrooms out today. Oh, no, I didn't see that. Whoop, what's up, Jay?
Hey, Sasquatch, whoop whoop.
I'm telling you, it's a hot one today. Hottest probably day in a long time.
Oh yeah, how hot we talking?
Well, it's probably 80 at least.
80, wow.
But it's real humid. There's not, I mean, the air's dead. Look at the trees, look, they're not moving. You know how it's kind of hard to breathe a little bit, like it feels that way. But I love it. I love the outside like this.
Oh,
I don't like wearing,
dude.
I've got shorts on.
I'm going to my favorite spot in the universe tonight, man.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm not. It's a surprise, but I'm gonna make a video of it where I'm going there. I think
Right
it's
on.
the most remarkable view and the most quiet, peaceful place I've been going to for the last 20 years. And
well, I had a place like that too. It was 400 acres. My buddy owned, and then last year he got murdered, so it kind of sucks.
oh no.
Yeah, he had a squatter on his land, shot him.
Oh.
Yep. I offered to get rid of him a few times because he's just an old piece of shit. He had done it to like 4 or 5 people. You know, he was good at it. See, he leased some of the land to some people to do hay, and then they subleased this little house he had on the property. Around here, if someone stays with you 72 hours, you can't make them leave. So I just got tied up in court for a few years, and I don't know what happened. I talked to him the day before he got murdered, but yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, the place I'm going to tonight, it's going to take me about 35 minutes to get to the actual strip. But then, like, to get to the end, it's about a 10-kilometer bike ride, and you can only walk or bike ride. There's no cars allowed for vehicles. So
yeah, I don't know way to get
bike ride, skateboard, rollerblades, or whatever, right? But the
Is
bike
it
ride to the very sorry,
is it pavement you're on?
Yeah, but I could. It's a dirt road, so I'll be bike riding on the dirt. Like there's dirt roads and there is a pavement.
Well, you said skateboard, so I figured it had to be pretty smooth to do that.
Yeah, it is for the most part until you get near the end. It starts to get really rough, the roads, like at least the path. But well, I like it, but it'll take me about 25 minutes to get to the end by bike. But when you get to the end, man, I don't want to spoil it. Keep it a surprise.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah. It's amazing though, man. It's so peaceful right where I go, man.
I'm getting ready to start going some good places because all I had left to do is get my truck inspected, and my daughter works at Hyundai, and she got there.
Yeah, like all the you go on, you'll appreciate where I'm going, man.
She mailed me the inspection and the inspection sticker. I'm just waiting on it to get here. That's all I need to go get my license on my truck.
Right.
My truck. It's not a four-wheel drive, but it sits up high enough. It'll go a lot of places. I mean, we got state parks around here and stuff. I used to go to all the time, but it's like, it took me like 6 hours to walk back from there once. That's too far. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this place where I'm going is so far, dude. Like, it's way out there.
You don't have to drive too far here to get way out there. You know what I mean? The trees here, we don't have giant trees like some places. We can probably cut them all down, I'm telling you. I haven't been over here in a few days. I've been walking, but not here. All this damn rain. Everything's gonna be green as shit, I know. I ain't got as long today as I usually do either. Oh, what that was? I thought it was a charger. It's a lot greener than
Julie, too. Michigander.
Oh, is Michigander in there? Yeah. Yeah, also the Natural Born, something's in there. I was watching his videos. He got good videos. I've pretty much been exploring, trying to find new people to hang with. You know, more.
Same.
That's why I've been calling the herd because I just can't listen to some of the esoteric crap going on. That's just me only. I don't care what anybody else does. You have to say that now, or people get offended. I like it better when people didn't take everything so personal. You know what?
Right.
I ain't no role model. I ain't nobody. But I have the right to speak what I feel.
Yeah, it's good to get more connected with like-minded people and
Yeah,
kind of
look at
build your community.
because you know, I'm not saying anyone's name or nothing. I'm just saying some people be talking with forked tongue. Yeah, it's so different here now. Just from clearing out some of these woods. So you can't even see through there at all now. It's all grown in. It's a little cooler down here. Down in the valley. There's a scraper. I think I'll switch this to one screen if you're not on there.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, the creek. We've had tons of rain and you see that ain't running. It's just runoff. That's all it is. When you get down here a little way,
So beautiful.
it runs into the creek, you know. Oh, found me a bottle already. Kick still going. I've did that my whole life. You used to have to kick pop cans a long way, you know what I mean? You could stand on them and push the sides in. Remember that when they're made out of tin? Look at that one. Boom.
Is this the same woods you go to all the time?
Yeah, look how grown it is now.
Wow.
It looks different, don't it?
It does.
Yeah, places look. It's like
It's amazing how fast the green, the wildlife can go, man.
you know, and it's like I always just tell people if they're going to buy a house, you want to go look at it in the winter. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
things look a lot better when everything's all the trees are out and everything. Yeah, it's pretty damp in here still. See, this up here where all the tool making has been made. Look at all these white rocks. I call this Napper Hill because it's still up here. Look, and there's rock bench. Look, see that? It goes right down through there. I still haven't got bit by a mosquito in 2 years.
Oh, that's good.
Well, I had 2 ticks too. I pretty much keep my body hairless, except on my head. Then you can feel them crawling on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got sensitive skin where I can feel shit. So keep some bugs taking a hold of you and biting. Really, just now seeing it. Pretty soon the spiders are going to start getting out. Last few years, they've been horrible. You have to carry a stick in your hand and swing it as you're walking because there's millions of spiders. Spider webs are everywhere. See, here's all these old milk bottles from the old school. I don't know why they broke them all.
That's the one thing that's good about smoking is bugs like mosquitoes don't like smoke.
Yeah, I think that my blood's toxic or something to them. I don't taste that good, I guess. Because I thought it was chemtrails killing the shit, but I was talking to those guys a couple days ago that were camping and deer hunting out there, and they said they've been getting eat up by them. So I guess it's just me. Don't bother me none. Look at all these bottles. You know, people only realize all the antiques they were killing at the time they were doing it, but these are good to eat too, but look, see that dead wood's what they come up out of, these little bitty ones. But it takes, 8 billion of them to get a snack. Some of them ain't worth it. Ooh, I don't know. It looks like chicken of the woods, but I think it is. Oh, dude, look at this. Woo! Hallelujah! Look at that shit. I didn't bring my backpack. Damn it! Look at that. That is.
Wow.
That's called good to eat city.
Good to
Look
eat.
at that. How beautiful it is. And it's just like chicken. You know what I mean? You
I
cook
love
it, you
the
fry it.
color on
I'm gonna let it grow some more. Look at this barbed wire right by it. Look. I'm gonna let it grow some more, but see that? Let me just take a little piece off. Look at that.
It's got such nice color,
Look.
man.
It even looks like chicken. Look. See that? And look how tender it is
Yeah.
right now. Oh man. See, it looks like chicken. I found one on that tree I just stepped over a minute ago. I found one 2 years ago, and it's the biggest one I ever found. But that right there is going to get a lot bigger. See, it's old. They come up. Chicken of the woods. They got hens of the woods. It's a little different or something. But my favorite one's called
Chicken dinner.
called lion's mane. It looks like like a lion's hair, And man, it is so good. It's long and white. I find them out here all the time. I found like 10 of them on one tree once. I ate that one year before last. I ate hundreds of pounds of mushrooms. That's pretty much it. That's all I ate all year. So after all this rain, looks like I'll be back again, seeing that chicken of the woods. Give me some. This one here, look.
The mushrooms are awesome.
Those are good too, right here. See, they're tender too.
Yeah, I was reading that. There's a mushroom that's the biggest organism on the earth.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
See, see, there's more right here. See that ones they'll get big like that. So just those two right there, I'll come back and get tomorrow. Might let go a couple days. That chicken out of the woods though, dude, it's good. There we go again. Look, see, all this rain. Look, boom. That's edible too. And it's always that way. It's catch-22. When I don't bring my backpack, I find shit I want to bring.
Hey, Poke Gun, hey, Derby, hey, Nez Liver.
See how all these dead wood got wet enough that everything's been coming up. See this? This is gooseberry, but I think that snow we had a snowstorm on 420, and I think it killed all the gooseberries because they were blooming. Now there's no berries on it. And look at all this. See, they shredded all these trees in here. The trees they cut down, they shredded. Can you imagine? There's gonna be stuff popping up in this, probably too. All this shredded tree shit. I think the city owns this, and the city owns the zoo, and I think they're making this road all the way through this property because at the back of it I found that Frisbee golf course that they made. It's in the middle of nowhere, so I say they're gonna make this shit bigger. I don't like it though. They sprayed all that bamboo. It looks like it's already coming back up though. That shit's hard to kill. Pretty much got to dig it all up. Oh, it feels good down here. No people. Usually finding quite a few on these. Hello, when you chat. It's hard to look and yeah, female cardinal. See, look at bamboo. They sprayed it and it's already coming up to the bottom again. Chemicals don't kill them that bad, I guess. You can see all the new fresh starch coming up at the bottom. Oh, squirrel, red squirrel. See it? All this rain's changed all this stuff. There's a frog. That's poison ivy, so I ain't going there. Oh yeah. Serenity. Scraper. I don't know why I carried it around. See, like after a good rain, sometimes you're just looking and it'll be just laying right on top. You know what I mean? Here's a piece of one. Hadn't had enough rain though to clean all this gravel. All that algae and shit on it. I like creeks that are clear, and I mean, They don't have any runoff like this does, and all the rocks are. See, there's that one I picked up down there. Look at the difference in the color. Sticks out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, one of those things. Huh?
Yeah. They should even out here doing this crap for some reason. I'm sure it serves their purpose. Here's another frog. Yeah, stick works pretty good for that. I raise it up, a lot of times I raise it up to 8 feet. That way you can get the squatch view through the woods and you can see shit different, you know what I mean? Oh man, I'm sweating already. Feels good.
It's probably a lot cooler over there with all the shade and all that.
Oh, it is. It's like probably 15 degrees cooler right here. See all that? This whole bank right here is washed out and changed. Now it's making deeper holes. Like you could probably catch bass and bluegill right there. And it's deep enough now. And they'll sit right there at the bottom of this where the fish come out of there and eat them, you know, the little ones. Plus a lot of oxygen right there. Look, there's the one shoe syndrome. Actually, that always amazes me. Only one shoe ever. No trespassing purple. There's a little water pipe, look. Sticking out. Clay. There's part of it. There's probably 20 old deer stands out here. Yeah. This river's different every year. See, it's running now because of that this is that water that goes underneath the interstate. It's routed to the lake at the zoo, and then it comes out where the waterfall is. It keeps running this way. There's an effigy. That's cool. Yeah, it kind of looks like a turkey almost, but I don't know.
It's cool looking.
Yeah, we can always tell when, you know, they weren't perfect experts. You know, stuff of theirs look kind of like it. You know what I mean? Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Let's see, you can tell the rock though. See the colored rock? It's white and gray, and then it's got a hole in it too. Right there. Let's see. Hell, you never know. I usually see it's got that hole in the bottom too. Bet that goes all the way through. It's probably put it on a piece of leather. But usually, sometimes I can tell within work. I'll just take a picture with my phone and go in there and do it where it's just lines, and sometimes it just comes out plain as day. Then you know what it is. You can tell when they've been worked and napped. See the flutes. Plus symmetry, always a good sign. See, there's fish in there right there. If you can see them or not. School doesn't want minnows. Tadpoles.
Oh yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah. That guy from the dude I used to hang out with in the Philippines, he got back, you know, but I took him down here. First, he only went like 3 times and he pushed out and go no more because of thorns.
Oh, really?
He goes, look at all those fish. And he said, we can eat them. I said, they're bait. And he goes, you need bait to catch them? And they're minnows. Like, really?
Wow.
Yeah. I just thought, he was in the Philippines. I figured he knew about catching fish. Part of their pastime, yeah. See, well, usually, okay, see, can you see these little bitty fish right here? Yeah, the babies? They're small. Little bitty. Right here. They're mosquito fish. They look like a guppy without color. You know what I mean? They put them in lakes and ponds to eat mosquito larvae when the malaria was bad, you know. But they look like a guppy, but they're not even in the same family as a guppy. Look at that face. Look. Huh? See the mouth, the nose, and the eye? Look at that. There's a hole on top, see? Look at that. A lot of times they're more than one thing. That though, it looks like a face to me, you know. Look at that. See, look, pucker up.
Yeah, give me a kiss.
Whew. Yep.
Kind of reminds me of those stones on Easter Island a little bit.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, dude. Yeah, the top, the big head at the top and shit. I was thinking. You know, they dug them up too, and now they got bodies on underneath the dirt. You know what I mean? They're not just heads.
Yeah, I seen that. I thought that was a little weird.
That was a skink. Hey, go look at this. See that? Look. Tell me how this could go on. This is, see how it's leaned on there? Well, watch this. It was rotten. How would it fall and land like that? It just busted to pieces. You know what I mean? Look at that grapevine. It's bigger than a tree. Look at that. That's a grapevine. I mean, look how big it is. Monster.
Wow.
Yeah. Put this rock. Yeah. Let's stash it somewhere. See how quick it cleans. I've been in these woods so much. I lost the phone in here twice and tracked back. Well, I already went back to the house and came back and tracked myself and found it twice.
Oh, no way. That's awesome.
Yeah. There's a deer stand right there. And look at all this stuff. I've sit up there at night before in pitch black.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And see, look right there. See how that's laid in there?
You've
symmetric.
been here at night, too, huh?
Oh, yeah. I come out here with no lights or nothing. I'm pretty much seeing in the dark most of the time.
You still don't get lost at night, huh?
Huh? No. I've always known my directions. I've never got lost anywhere.
It's harder to tell where you are at night, right?
Not if you remember the way you came in. I mean, I got my direction. When I'm walking, I know which way I'm going because I don't know why. I've been that way. It
must be pretty dark in there, though, at night, huh?
Yeah, well, look at the canopy. It starts getting dark in here about 20, 30 minutes before dusk because the sun's going down and it ain't above anymore. Well, I know that now. I like this fence. It's my favorite fence anywhere. Look at that. Using what's here. Oh, it's a lot cooler over here. Woo! It's not like I just walked into a walk-in or something. See, look, there's another one. These Christmas trees. You know what kind of wood this is? What kind of tree? This bark? Hedge apple.
Sure.
That's one of the hardest wood there is. See, that's funny. To me, that's not really a sport to sit there and shoot something walking by. See how that is. Look. That says, look at that and look below it. Mushrooms. Right there.
Mushrooms.
They're going to start coming up like that everywhere. Like from here back to where going a little bit farther back that way. I got pictures from last year or year before last year. I probably found like 25 different kinds in one day of mushrooms you could eat. Oak tree. There's a, see right there. They got the salt block out here. They get used to licking it. And then he just gets in that tree stand over there and shoots it when it comes to lick it. Real sport. I just don't see that as being a sport to me. It's called murder. You know what I mean? I can see if you're hungry, but at least go back to hunting them. And it's the thrill of the chase, I think. You know what I mean? You're sitting in a tree and shooting something. You don't take very big balls to me. See, it's a cedar tree right here. That's rotten. They make the best walking sticks when they're green. Look at them. That's over. Probably left over from that school. See, they used to make shit that lasts. Look at that. Now they got surface rust. See that? I used to do upholstery. I'd take 2 pieces of wood, some foam and material, and sand it and paint it. I found an old box fan that was metal. I painted it John Deere green and yellow. It was bad. I sold it. I got like $50 for it. Because it was John Deere green, you mean? There's deer right there. Straight ahead. Can you see him way back there? I'll see him. There they go. Ooh. Yep. They're coming through over here. There's a lot of grapevines out here. Oh, damn crow. There's the alarm sound. That's all they do. Tell everybody you're coming. This is right here where I found all the morels. Right here. Right where the mayaples were. You can see people, you know, when you're in a place like they don't grow like that, but a lot of trees, there'll be limbs just barely off the ground because nothing's ever touched them, you know. When you, most people have property, cut all the limbs up higher than your head, that way you don't poke your eyes out, you know what I mean? But this is private property now, so no one comes out here. All in 40s. Miller. See, look at this tree. See this tree? Look. Been twisted. See that? Like a rubber band. Look at that. And see, that's called a sign, a marker, because a tornado can't do that to one tree and not mess up the rest around them. You know what I mean? And we don't have a snow where we get any load weight or anything. I see a lot of people, you know, up north trying to say Sasquatch did it and they get, 20 feet of snow a year. I don't think so. Now see, look at this right here. This is shit I'm talking about. See how that's, look. That's broke off, hung on that. See how this is? It's strung across there, look. Crow. Sometimes they'll just follow me all around. See, look, this is shit. Look at that. Huh? That's worse. See, here's another symmetric. Usually, you can follow the sign. Right there's one. It's called a glyph. If you follow them, usually they lead you to something. You know what I mean? Very first structure I ever found was in a state park at the top of a hill. I followed structures all the way there. A lot of times it'll be parallel. The leans will be exact. God, wow. How big that walnut was. That's huge. Because we got all that rain. Surprised you haven't found no golf balls. The guy that lives there, Dan, he drives balls out here all the time. I collected them all and gave him like 2 or 3 different times. 20. And one time he went home, I just threw him up in his yard. He's in a bad motorcycle wreck and got disabled and fucked his knees up, legs. He can't get around that good. And he hates it, Most people I couldn't imagine if I couldn't run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like being able to just take off. Nowadays, ain't nobody gonna catch me either because people are fucking lazy. You know, there's a rabbit. That's the first rabbit I've seen in 2 years. And I've been talking about that. I just stirred one up. Huh. I'm glad to see that. When I was a kid, rabbits were everywhere in the city. You know what I mean? Because they breed, so crazy. Now, I mean, you don't see them in the woods even now. And they don't really have, there's not that many, well, we got coyotes, but you can't catch everyone.
Yeah, they do breed like crazy. That's why they say fuck like rabbits.
Yeah, exactly. But that don't hold true anymore. 'Cause I don't see them. I'm out in the woods enough as I should. That's a spout or a handle off something old. Yeah. There's no hasp. See, this was a trash pile before. That's why all this shit's out here. You see that shadow fly over there? There's a big bird, whatever it was. I was hoping he'd see me out here. He'd come out here and be like, probably never vegging out in the air conditioning, you know what I mean? That's where most people that are sane are. See, all that woods right here, come out right behind the high school, see that? See over there where the woods are? They're backfilling all that and gonna make it all level like this. So all that stuff I've been going to will be all in the dirt, you know what I mean? It'll be gone.
Oh, man.
They're raising it all up this high. There's a starling, I think, yeah. Man, it's toasty, I love it. Yeah, I'm gonna go that way. I go that way, we can just pick up baseballs. Cowboy Conscious, he posted a video where these people go up in the plane and they show the first layer of blanketing they do with the chemtrails, and you can't see nothing. Then there's another set of clouds above that in the sun, and they fly high as they can get in the plane, and it shows that round object above the sun like I get. Same thing. They're calling it the sun simulator. But man, you gotta watch it. It shows that layer of spray blocks the sun completely. You can see it above the clouds, The real layer of clouds is above that. The ones they spray are a lot lower. That way we don't get any sunshine. I think part of that agenda too is for solar. So many people are going to solar power that, the utilities has to pay them back if, they don't use all that they make, and the power company has to pay them. And if they cut out the sun, batteries don't get charged. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Plus, people just feel better, when the sun's out. You got to have it for the body.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I start getting grass.
Anxiety and just helps elevate your mood, right?
Yeah, and all this rain we've been having, it just depresses you stuck in the freaking house. They're trying to get people to watch TV because, eventually people are going to give in. But I'd watch movies. Like, I only watch movies usually that I've already seen. You know what I mean? That way I know they ain't doing that to me. Because, you go to somebody's house and you catch yourself turned around looking at this fucking TV. So that's when I knew it. I always find shit over here at school. Found a bracelet, a pencil. Yeah. At least over here, I've never seen any needles laying around like you do on the streets, you know what I mean?
That's good news.
Yeah, because if they were doing it, they'd be right over here doing it right behind school. Help people. The other day when I was walking, I don't know if you saw it, but I went behind the old Waffle House, it closed down. And that woods right there is where all the homeless people hang out. There was like 10 people back behind there. This lady was just sitting there smoking a bubble. She didn't even phase her when she saw me. She didn't even stop or nothing. I was like, holy crap, I mean, that looks like a knife. Look, I seen it. Yep, it's just a fucking butter knife. I watch for shiny shit. You know what I mean? I can make a handle out of anything for a knife. Wood, deer antler, bone, anything. It's not hard. It's still hot in the shade though. Until I moved over here, I'd never even been on this side of town. This is the north side. You know what I mean? Here the south side's rich people and shit. North side's like, yeah, people judge people by where they live. See, look, even this piece of wood laying there rotting, and look at them shrooms growing on it. They work hand in hand. All the trees that fall down would be everywhere if nature didn't take care of them, They've been building on a school now for a freaking year, probably. I don't know what they're doing. I'm just starting to break a really good sweat. Where it cools you off. It takes me usually an hour and a half to even get cardio going. You know what I mean? Right. You gotta have that every day if you keep your heart strong.
Yeah, it's good.
What a day, huh? Beautiful day.
Yeah.
I think they may already be out of school. I bet they are. Huh. Hey, last night I was flipping the TV trying to find a movie, and I thought it was local news because the lady's name is Lisa Rose, and they were talking about that if you got the jab, they'll give you a lottery ticket. You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
And yeah. It was a scratch-off ticket, she said. And she said, if you get the jab, you'll get a jack-off. It was on Jimmy Kimmel. Because I thought it was my station, because I knew who it was, and then it showed Jimmy Kimmel was on showing it. Now, if you get the jab, you'll get a jack-off. So a scratch-off. Oh, my. I bet she's embarrassed. She's been on the news here for like 30 years. A couple years ago, her nephew graduated college or something and went to Europe for like spring break or something. And some people called, I guess somehow they got his shit and called grandma and said he was in jail over there in Europe. And her mom, which was the kid's grandma or whatever, sent like $2,500 to him. It was a scam. You know what I mean? But they played the heartstrings. Said her grandson was in jail in Europe. I hate people that take advantage of gullible people.
Oh, my God. You gotta watch out. There's so many con artists out there.
Oh, man, this feels good. I think I'm just going to walk this way. Aerosmith, walk this way. Talk this way. I haven't listened to Aerosmith in a while. Steve Tyler started singing some country ass shit or something. Whew. I was watching, I think it was Get Shorty, where John Travolta, they have Aerosmith on there. Man, The Rock's playing the homo. That's funny as crap.
Yeah.
I just try to get you used to that shit. That shit just when it don't input in your head, it don't input. Look what it was. Spider-Man mask. I found like 3 or 4 masks out walking around now. This one just needs a little TLC. I like to paint everything anyway and fix shit. Spider-Man. Right on. I didn't know it was gonna be this hot today. It gets real humid here, though. Old people don't come outside to be dropping like flies. I thrive in the heat. When I did siding, we had a couple of diesel trailers, for storage. And I'd clean them out and straighten them up when it was 100 degrees out. They get real hot in there. I like sweat houses, though, and go in there and sweat your ass off. Saunas and shit. I like sweating out impurities. And pour that steam rock, pour shit on the lava rocks, steam it up. When I became single, first couple of years, all I did was go tanning, like every day. I fall asleep in that son of a bitch, with the fan on and the radio playing. They have to knock on the door to wake me up. I quit doing it though, because I was at a swap meeting and people came up to me and gave me some brochures on getting free food from the Native American. I mean, I'm Native, but I never had anybody give me the paperwork to go get free food because I'm Native. Pretty wild. It's getting pretty dark though. I caught myself. I almost told a bad joke.
That sucks.
Hey, what's up, Angela? Liz? Question everything. I question anything and everything. Bamboo. This you gander. Julie. Oh, yep. Sweat's good. Boom, boom. That's why I think Squatch hangs out where they do over there, because the fairgrounds, the zoo, and the kids at school, you know what I mean? They like to watch people too. And yeah, I think the animals at the zoo probably amazes them too, I pick up lottery tickets because a lot of times people throw them down because they don't even know what the hell they're doing. But they probably can't see very good or something. I don't know. This is probably
maybe
only the second time I picked one up that wasn't a winner. Well, I don't know what it is, but I used to never play the lottery, but here lately somebody's been buying them for me and been cashing out pretty good. I think last night was $20 worth, paid out 70.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
We get a lot of those like 25 and they'll have 2 times, double it. And I never really played it ever until recently. I always just bought them for people. They had better luck at it, I thought. You can go online though and see when they paid out, how much they paid out on them. Sometimes they're still selling them and there's hardly any prize left. I had a friend that he died, 5 or 6 years ago, but he won 15 grand on a ticket. And that coming Sunday, I took him to my buddy got murdered. We went to his church down there. There's a lady in there, 109 or something, but he went in tithes after he won that money. That was the last time he went to church. I took him.
Wow.
Yeah. 15% of 15,000, no, not chump change. I think it's $750 or something. But, hey, what a way to keep it to the church at least. And there's a little bitty church. I mean, it was like probably 40 people in there. Little bitty place. Been there forever. Preacher was really good too. I enjoyed it. These 501 churches, it's too commercialized. They're all doing the same thing. Got a big band up there and the words behind them. I'm not saying nothing bad with it, but it's not personal to me. Hey, look, here we go. May 28th through the 30th left. At car show coming. Look, show me reptile show. Mid American Street Rod Nationals. Hey, that's this weekend. I'll be sitting over here. I did that last year. I'll be over there.
Here. Smoking
Yeah,
if you got them. 420.
I'll be over there probably all 3 mornings on the backside, and I can catch all the cars pulling in for that. You know what I mean? I pick up stuff like that. I don't want to flatten. Who does, right? I caught it. That's a good one.
Oh yeah.
Boudica, Boudica, Boudica. Shiny, happy people. Hey, Copper. I used to never pick up pennies, but I do now because I'm old enough and they hurt my back. I've still got a good back because I never picked shit up without. I mean, I never had to prove anything to anybody else. It's easier with 2 people to use your brain, you know?
Right. So many people nowadays don't want to use their brain.
¿Qué pasa? My buddy, the cook at the nursing home, brought me some chili yesterday. It was white beans and chicken chili and cornbread. That was good shit. Actually, something I've never really had before, the way he made it.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Yeah, because it's not very often. At my age, you get to eat something you haven't ate before. You know what I mean? Then have to start killing a new animal or something.
Or something you haven't had in a long time.
So, yeah. I figured every screw I pick up would be a flat I didn't get from somebody. I used to have a big old 12-inch speaker that was blown. Then I hooked it to a rope and I'd drag it through the driveway. I had a gravel driveway then. And look at all these bolts. And I'd pick up, you wouldn't see anything. Look at that. Somebody dropped it. You wouldn't see anything, and I'd drag that magnet through there, and it'd be like 100 screws and nails and tacks. You know what I mean? That's the easiest way to do it, though. With a big magnet. That's the same way with gold. Like people always call me up to see if something's real, you know, at the pawn shop. They have a big old grab bag of jewelry or something. But I just tell them first, lay it all out, and run a magnet through there and get rid of that junk first thing. And when that part's done, because you know it's metal. Yeah.
Right.
People come in, bring me jewelry, and they go, "Is this real?" I said, "It's got to be real. You're looking at it." They meant, "Is it real gold?" But they would never say that.
Right.
Usually, if somebody asking you if it's real gold, it ain't. You know what I mean? The people that know don't need to ask nobody. I've never bought any fake gold. It's just too easy to me. Just by the sound and the feel of it. I mean, I had a diamond tester and I had acid. You know, you just take a little piece of sand block or something, you scratch off gold on there. You have to go pretty deep sometimes. But then you pour acid on it. If it turns black, it ain't gold. Because gold doesn't corrode. I mean, that's why it's worth so much. It doesn't rust or anything. That's why all the airbags, people steal airbags because it's got platinum and gold in it, and they're hot so much it turns into palladium, and that's worth big money. I mean, because if you didn't have your sensors weren't made out of gold and platinum, they would corrode and rust, and they'd touch and make the airbag go off. You mean?
You know that Randy Licker Goldschlager?
Go, yeah, it's good. It'll make you supposed to be good for you.
I heard that
Gold,
there's,
you know,
real gold.
like
I
monotonic
heard
gold. You
real
know?
gold flakes in there. I don't know if you know anything about that.
About what gold?
Yeah, like the Goldschlager apparently has real gold flakes. I don't know if that's
Yeah, I probably
BS or
it does. I think when you put ingest gold though, like monotonic gold, real fine, it's the best conductor there is. So you'll be sparking on every plug, make you function better, think better, all that shit, you know. Oh wow, somebody got nailed. Look at that. That got hit sitting right there. You know it? Look, somebody hit that thing right there. They probably backed into it. Just look, there's the parts laying there. Big truck hit the mirror too. Look at that. They're gonna bum when they come outside, aren't they? Man,
it must have been a hard
you know,
hit, man. Oh.
if they don't have full coverage insurance, they're fucked. I mean, look at
That
it.
car was
Look how far it knocked it out the parking spot. Look,
That's what I was
they got
about
hit.
to
I
say.
think somebody backed up with a big truck, don't you?
Oh yeah, it fucking moved that thing.
And you know they haven't seen it yet because all that shit wouldn't be laying there.
Wow.
Yeah, I hate the hit and run shit.
Yeah, it's not right. I hate that shit too.
There's some cumulus nimbus today. Look like puppy ass cloud. What's up, Camo? Bamboo. Boat gun. When I left a while ago, Harley Quinn was on. That chick's hot. I let her beat me up any day, you know. Can't rape the willing.
Right.
Man. At least we got blue skies. Clouds. Oh, I think I'm about down here. How long was it? I walked all that in less than an hour.
Oh really?
57 minutes. The farthest I went that way north, I went 7 3/4 of a mile on foot. But I've covered pretty much probably a 5 square mile area around here since I've been here at least.
Yeah, it's quite a beautiful, relaxing walk, Sasquatch.
I just got to do it every day. I got to do something to. I got so much energy I have to expend every day or I get grasped.
Well, it's good for your body and mind, right? Exercise, really good.
Oh yeah, I've never quit doing it my whole life. So well, I can still do it. If you don't use it, you lose it.
Exactly.
And the older you get, the harder it is to get. You know, you think it's not easy. You have to convince your body.
Oh yeah.
Up there, they see that second floor. I don't know if she's still there. There's this lady that used to sit up there in this chair, and she's like 80 years old, and she dressed like a 12-year-old. She'd have her hair in pigtails and all kinds of shit. And then, but one day, this lady said, "Look up there." And she sits up there. She's sitting in that chair with no underwear on, flashing everybody.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Not really something you want to see, you know what I mean? It was two animals, a cougar and a beaver.
I don't even want to have that thought.
I know. Like, I think it's some movie where they look across the apartments and there's some old lady with saggy boobs hanging down to her knees or something. Hey, look at that girl. Hey, Skippy. Look. Must have a dog. I'm grandfather Dan, but it costs like $200 a week here. It's went up every year, I guess. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Sure, you gotta do what you gotta do. Get her done.
I'm here for a reason. Sometimes you have to be knocked down a few notches, bring you back to earth. Yeah. I'll be live tonight probably. I don't know what time we'll go. Only thing that's gonna stop me is Matt. You know, better than that.
Yeah, if he's live right away.
Because I like going to his and
yeah, Matt's a cool guy.
I go to him and Tony's. Yeah. I bounce around. I just lurk a lot now. I just don't talk to nobody. I just don't lurk.
I like bouncing around, just spreading positive.
Mopping, but I mainly just don't like, if you go in a chat, I like to go out right up there because, I mean, I like everybody, but I get so damn tired of saying hi to every person. Leave one person out, they get butthurt. And when did life turn like that? You mean? We all, especially when you talk to everybody 5, 10, 20 times a week, you should just be able to go in there and not say nothing, just talk,
Well, there's so many people that are not fully committed in the chat too, so I understand that they could be cooking, they could be working.
Yeah, I know, but I can see if you talk to them in a month, maybe.
So I understand when people don't get back. I'm like, maybe they're not always there. So.
Well, it's not. It's just a hassle typing all that shit in on the phone. I mean, and like, and Google don't understand me, so every time I talk, it says the opposite of what I say. So that's more frustration. They just do that to piss you off.
Yeah, a lot of times I just like to listen to streams. Like I won't even the chat.
You can just turn it on and still do stuff. Walk around while you're listening.
Exactly, especially if I got stuff to do.
Unless the chat's better than a lot of times, though, the chat's better than the panel.
Well, even some streams too, that guys are getting really excited and getting really agitated.
But you're doing something right when the chat's not moving. When the chat's sitting there and it says you got 20 people and the chat's doing nothing, that's because you're actually got something going on that people want to hear. Otherwise, there's usually 3 chats going on. You know what I mean? Because nobody can, they just want to go there and talk to people in chat, not people that's having it. But I do that. It's a platform, like I do. It's a platform, and I'm going to be walking anyway and doing what I'm doing, so it just lets people connect.
Well, especially if they're dropping us good knowledge, I want to give it my full attention. I don't want to be chatting or reading chats or typing. I want to be just thinking about what they're saying and taking it in, right?
Yeah, and like dropping links, I used to do a lot too, but I pretty much I don't go that many new ones anymore. Everybody knows everybody. If they ain't sub to you by now, they're not going to. And when they do that, everybody drops links, and then you don't get any subs out of it. What's the point? You know what I mean? Because everybody's already got everybody. That's what I look at it.
Oh, especially if
our community altogether ain't 1,000 people. Every chat I go to, you know what I mean? It's the same people in them.
Yeah.
And we're like 1% of 1% of people. That YouTube is millions of people. We're just like even a blink of it,
Yeah,
people get so opinionated.
Some like crazy, like mind blowing theory or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I'll sit there thinking about it for like 10 minutes. Like I'm like just like fascinated about that. Like and I'll go down that rabbit hole for a while, and I don't have time to get in the chat.
Oh yeah, and the rabbit holes will lead you to different one. Every time you go to something, you'll lead to something else.
Yeah, I get into those deep thoughts, man. I get really deep in it,
Yeah, but I just when I hear people what they're saying and bullshitting, it doesn't take me very long. I can go back to their first video and just spend one day and go down through their stuff and see. You don't have to do nothing but watch it, and you know what it is. And you see people that you go back to their first video and for like a year, they didn't talk the way they do now at all. They didn't laugh. That's when it's a put on. I mean, it's easy to see. And that's why after a while, I just can't take, I have to say something. I've been that way though my whole life. I just can't sit back and watch people fall for bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't like that either, man.
And people say, well, you got to respect everybody. Well, some people are just fucking mean and bad and wrong. I don't give a shit. If you don't see it, then you hang out with them and see where it gets you. Go back to people's chats and see all the people's names that were there, that none of them are there now. Not one. What happened? You know what I mean? How come they switched everyone completely? They don't have anybody they used to have. And then you go click on theirs and you go to their channels and they're decent people and talking truth and stuff. Something happened. You know what I mean? That's what I look at.
Yeah, there could be so many possibilities to that.
That's what I'm saying. But if you go look at their videos, you'll see the possibilities of what caused it. I can see it. You know what I mean? It's not hard.
Kind of got
but you take it for granted when you got half a brain, because half the people ain't got any brain, and they're sitting there. If you go to court and you need a character witness, and they say you stole something, but you don't bring a thief in there to be a character witness. You know what I mean?
Well, I'll give you an example too, Sasquatch. I work with this woman during security, supervisor, the most beautiful woman one of them at least. She's really beautiful. Yeah. She's a really nice woman, right? Yeah. Worked for years, always been like that. her mom passed away, and she just became a complete wreck.
Yeah, because some people are the glue that keep you together. You know, some people are the glue. When they're gone, you
Yeah,
fall
like
apart.
really, like, and I don't blame her. I understand that. Like she, like she just became really negative and just really like she just isolated herself from everyone. Like she just wouldn't talk, wouldn't.
Oh, I know what you're saying, dude. But you can't be around people like that. You know, you can't help some people because they don't want help. And you know, I just don't like people coming on YouTube and trying to.
Like it just,
All you have to do is just if you want to check somebody out, just watch them for a few days and write down everything they say. Because when you're in a chat and what they say gets mixed in with everybody else, it doesn't seem like they're saying anything because it's like one every 10 times. But when someone comes in your chat and posts something 10 times every 1 minute, like someone I know, I go in, she was only in a chat like 4 minutes and posted 50 times. And it's the same thing she says every time. Said it yesterday, said it the day before. And it's rhetoric. You know what I mean? I just can't take that shit, especially when it's bullshit. You know?
I just mean like I have a little bit of compassion to when
I do too, but not when
trauma.
I have compassion until somebody starts lying about me and saying shit about me every time they get on there, and I ain't even watching them or talking or nothing, and other people are telling me, I'm like, that just it just makes me mad because I don't know, it's hard not to get mad sometimes. That's when you know it's every day I have the thoughts of just throwing the phone down and not going on there anymore.
No, because I get it. Some people have bad days. They have their ups and downs. I try to understand that.
Yeah, but you got to remember, some people aren't all there.
Yeah.
And people take stupidity for like sympathy sometimes.
Right.
I'm sorry. At our age, I don't really feel sorry for nobody because if you ain't learned by now, you ain't gonna. You should have already figured shit out by now when you're at my age, or you ain't never going to. I mean, trials and errors through life should have taught them something by now. And,
yeah,
especially people that are holy rolling and preaching that have been to prison for heroin and all kinds of weird shit, And it's not where you're from, it's where you're at, but you still have to consider that. You know what I mean? I do, because they were weak. And I just like, I'm not judging them. I just ain't gonna hang out with them. You know what I mean? Because no matter how many times a snake sheds, it's still a snake. I know a lot of people that put on the front. They put on the front. You know what I mean?
I felt the older I get, the more humble I get, and I don't understand. Like with some people, like the older they get, they seem like I don't know, like they don't realize that.
Or like I've been doing, like I always give them a while, and then I throw the thing out. I disagree with what they say. Just see how their true colors are, because a few people you just tell them one time, well, I don't agree with that, and then it's on. They block you and they start talking shit on you for one time. Well, that's why I do it. Just why I waste all that time on somebody that's going to do that the first time something goes wrong.
Yeah, you got to see the positive and the good in everyone, man. It's just like that saying, if you're a hammer, all you're going to see is a nail, right?
Yeah, but I never judge a book by its cover, and I give people lots of chances. And I don't sit there and squeal and say everything that people say and do, because they have to let people figure it out on their own. It's not my job to teach or make any. Everybody's got to figure it out on their own. I don't do that anymore, because half the time, like a couple of the guys cheating on the girl or something, and someone tells the girl, but then both of them hate you, the guy you told on and the person you told. I've seen it many times.
Yes, you can't win sometimes, man.
And you can't fix stupid, and you can't. Some people.
Sometimes it's best to say nothing and do nothing. Just let things be. And
but when it comes to the God, though, that's when I don't sit back. When people are preaching bullshit and they're saying bad shit about the Father above, then that's when I'm gonna speak my mind, because I might pay for it now, but I'll get a lot more blessed afterwards the way I look at it. I can suffer.
And I respect that, Sasquatch. You be you and you do you, and I say to everyone, if you feel what you're doing is right, keep doing it, man. Yeah,
if you're going to do it, don't be half-assed about it. Go all out.
Right.
If you're not going into it fully, then probably that's a sign that something's up, if you're doubting any of it. But, I'm just saying, so many people are pushing the cards and the stars and the blood moons and all this. The blood moon's in the Bible, and it's supposed to be the end of days when the sun turns black, and I ain't seen the sun black. I mean, where and the sun's blood red. People just take things out of context always.
Oh yeah, there's so much fear mongering, man. I don't buy into anything.
Yeah, and I don't do the magic thing. It's all, it's all evil. And, people, evil things aren't going to come to you evil at first. They're going to get in there, sugarcoat everything. You have to get past the first layer to see what the fucking true taste is. You know what I mean? Because I've met a lot of people I thought were good until I give them a chance to, I gave them a chance and they took advantage of me. It's kind of, I'm just going by my life experience. And pretty much 8 out of 10 people are like shit. That's just the way it is. I mean, look how many people there's not that many people that we go around, and it's took years to get that many people. I've erased probably 10,000 people on my Facebook since I started it. I have to take people off to add people now, But
I think
pretty
it's good too to cut out any toxicity in your life. Right?
Well, I got God-fearing, gun-toting people on my Facebook, Look at that. My turkey buzzard way up there sailing in the wind. That's what they say, free as a bird,
Right.
I need something to be able to fly like that and just look down on peons. It was a nice day, though. Well, I'm going to get off here. I'm done yakking, smacking. Thanks, everybody, for coming.
Thanks. Yeah,
Don't
thanks.
say anything I say because I'm not the one to follow. Figure it out yourself.
No, I appreciate you and respect you, Sasquatch, and I love the talks and the walks, man.
Yeah,
brother.
I just don't. I'm not gonna hurt nobody. I mean, it's all words. Sticks and stones. That shit. Take it like you leave it. That's it. But after I get up here, I don't think about nothing I say. I don't live in the past. I'd like to live in that, though. I can't help it. I like women. I like the way they look. I like the way they smell.
Me too.
I mean, I'll never quit that. And, God made women just like man. You can't. I just like women. They look pretty. I like women that act like women too. You know what I mean? You don't get that much anymore, though. Manners.
I agree with you 100%.
The world has made them hard. The world's been cruel to women and it's made them hard like men. Most of them. Because I don't hardly know any guys that ever treated their old ladies very good. And the ones that treated them worse, their old ladies treated them the best. You know what I mean? I can never figure that out.
Yeah, I see it a lot. I see that a lot too, man. I don't understand it, man.
And I know, if I went somewhere and some guy left with some girl that was married, I didn't hang out with him no more. You know what I mean? I don't want to be around somebody like that.
It's like that saying goes, you don't know what you got till it's gone, right?
Oh, and that's exactly true, dude. Let me tell you, I have a few regrets in my life. I couldn't really control them though. But
yeah, it's not meant to be. It's not meant to be, right?
Yeah. That was large and in charge. There's a lot of people going through here. Now there's probably the room next to me. There's probably been 150 people that lived in there since I've been here, at least. Well, I'm out of here, dude. I'll just keep yakking if I don't get off here. I gotta get some to eat.
Yeah.
See all you fuckers later. No, I'm just joking. Peace. I love you guys. Bye.
Have a good day, everybody in chat.